Welcome back to Footballology. So today I got a really interesting video for you guys. So as you know on my channel I like talking about transactions, team transactions, what I feel like teams should do, NFL offseason, anything that regards in building a championship roster or hopefully building a championship roster. As of right now, we know the New York Jets are probably going to have the number one overall pick. Worst, or not worst, but I guess best case scenario, top 5 pick. But they're going to be bad. They're going to be picking in the top 5 for sure, 100%. So what I wanted to do in this video was actually kind of recreate their roster or overhaul their roster for the 2021 season and what I feel like some of the transactions they should do in the off season. Now, it's kind of hard to say or pinpoint exactly what they should do because of prospects coming out of the NFL draft and also NFL free agency. So I kind of use my best guesstimate. Please bear with me. I know some of these might be a little bit off or might be a little bit weird, but just really look at the big picture and just let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. So let's get into it. So as of right now, what you see on the screen right now is that this is their current roster as it's currently constructed. I try to get as much or as get it correctly as I possibly could. And I kind of looked over the roster, see the head coach, you see the starters. This is just the offense. We're going to do the defense in a part 2. So definitely hit that subscribe button so you can definitely see the part 2 when that drops. So this is just the offense. Now, going into the offseason, what I've been hearing a lot, because we know the Jets are so bad and that they possibly could be picking in the top 5 or possibly number 1 overall, is that they should go get Trevor Lawrence. So I inserted myself as the GM of the New York Jets. And the first question that I asked myself is Sam Darnold my guy? 100% am I sold on Sam Darnold? Now, I'm going to be completely 100% honest with you guys. I'm not the biggest Sam Darnold fan. But I'm not to the point where I don't feel like he's done enough for me to kick him out yet. Now, I know he struggled with, throwing some interceptions and turnovers. And there's been a lot of ifs, ands, and buts with him. His offensive line's been bad, his run game's been bad, his receiving core's been injured, whatever the case may be. Head coach, that's the situation. So whatever the case may be. So I don't want to 100%, sell all my Sam Darnold stock. I'm still sitting there, if you will. Now, that's a tough pill to swallow considering that the upcoming quarterback class is going to be pretty loaded. But I'm willing to take one more chance on Sam Darnold. That was my first question to myself when I started this project is Sam Darnold my guy? And I'm going to say yes for now. So if Sam Darnold is my guy, when I go into my coach hiring, I need to make sure I do the right things. So like I said, this is just the current roster constructed. So now we're going to roll over to what I've done. Now I went ahead and I did all the transactions and what I felt like the team should do and what players they should go get in free agency. The first move I made was bringing in Brian Schottenheimer. Now, there's a lot of good head coaching candidates out there. Eric Bieniemy being one, Robert Saleh being one, and San Fran. Just to name 2 that I can think of right now. I know there's a couple more out there who are coordinators right now who are definitely in consideration for a head coaching position. But I like Brian Schottenheimer, and I like what he stands for and what he could possibly do. And the reason why I went Brian Schottenheimer over a lot of other candidates is because I'm not trying to make Sam Darnold an elite quarterback. I'm trying to make him a good quarterback. And with what I expect Brian Schottenheimer to do for my offense would be to come in and really solidify my offense to the point where we can run the ball more effectively, be a top 10 rushing attack, and not have Sam Darnold be the game winner or have to be the guy that wins the game for us all the time. Now, I'm still invested in Sam Darnold, don't get me wrong, because I went out and so I get Denzel Mims, and we know that he's been hurt, but he's supposed to be a big part of this new overhaul of players coming in. Now, Adam Gase might still be the head coach. I don't know come next year, but I'm GM right now. So Brian Schottenheimer is my head coach. So I went out and got David Mims. Or not got David Mims. David Mims is coming back off injury. We know that for sure. I'm okay with him being there. I went out and actually spent money on Chris Godwin. Now, I did some research. By the looks of it, he's supposed to be coming up for contract and he's supposed to be a free agent. Like I said, a lot of this stuff is pending, a lot of stuff. But I went out and spent money on Chris Godwin to bring in my, one spot being my number 1 receiver, with Mims being my 2. I got Jamison Crowder still at the 3 or the slot position because I feel like Jamison Crowder on the inside can do some work, and then we can move pieces around. Godwin can move to the slide, whatever the case may be. We can definitely start shifting some stuff, but I feel like Brian Schottenheimer can definitely work with these 3 receivers being starters. Also, another guy I brought in, I'm a big fan of, and he just got his first career touchdown this last weekend, was Cam Sims. I've been a big fan of Cam Sims. I thought he should have been a starter for the Washington football team for quite some time now. But as of right now, I think I'm going to go with Cam Sims, and he's not going to cost me anything. Bringing him in for a 1 or 2 year deal as my backup guy, and he's another big body receiver as well. Braxton Berrios stay on the roster because we still need another slot guy. I think Braxton Berrios is nice. And then also I would definitely investigate wide receiver position in the draft. As you can see, or I got in my second spot behind Mims, is that I got a 4th or 5th round pick on a wide receiver. So definitely still investing into the wide receiver position. So I'm not giving up on Sam Darnold 100%, but Brian Schottenheimer is just going to definitely help things with his play calling. Then I think my next biggest free agent move was Chris Carson. Now this is up for change or up for debate as well, because I'm not sure if Seattle's going to let him go. But if Seattle was to let him go, I've definitely been in the market for him, especially with Schottenheimer being my head coach. Chris Carson will come in. He knows the run system. He knows what gaps and how he wants to pass protect. Scheme would definitely be easy for him to transfer into, and definitely would help Sam Darnold as well. And so Chris Carson would be my next free agent acquisition. So I got 2 free agent acquisitions, like big name splash free agent acquisitions off the bat, Chris Carson and Chris Godwin. I think these 2 guys can definitely improve the offense and improve Sam Darnold. Hopefully, everybody stays healthy. That's a big play in this too. But Chris Carson was my guy. So then that was that. Now, when you get to the offensive line, as you guys can see, I'm going to spend a 1st round pick on a left tackle. Now, Mekhi Becton is not a bad tackle by any means at all, but I think he's more of a power right tackle guy, and that's really where you want your power is, on the right side. I moved Becton to the right side just so I can have a good, strong offensive line. I'm going to spend one of my 1st round picks on an offensive lineman or a left tackle in this case. There is a guy coming out of Oregon that everyone's kind of ranting and raving about, so maybe that guy, I don't know. Because if I'm going to go tackle, I'm going to trade back, and I'm going to create more value for my pick, and then I'm going to get my tackle. I'm not going to trade too far back, but I'm not going to trade too far back, but I'm not going to take him number 1 overall either. Because if there's a quarterback needy team that needs a quarterback and they want to come up and get a Lawrence, or they want to get a Justin Fields, or whatever the case may be, then I'm going to go trade it to them. Hopefully they're still within a good range, so I can still go get my tackle, and that would be the play I'll make there. So then I improved my left tackle position. Now the left guard, I wasn't 100% sure on Alex Lewis, so I kind of left it there. But that's up for debate for sure. Maybe I spend my 2nd round pick on him and try to do something there. Because if I do that, then I can improve my left guard position. I went out and also brought in Pat Elflein, the center/guard for the Minnesota Vikings currently. But I think that I would kick him back to center and move Connor McGovern to right guard. I think McGovern plays a really strong guard position. Pat Elflein looks really good at the center position. And then with Mekhi Becton moving to right tackle as well, the whole right side of my line is kind of overhaul, and it's going to be even stronger. Bringing in a left tackle, rookie left tackle, hopefully that he can solidify himself at the left tackle position, and then boom, my offensive line is set. Now it's easier said than done, obviously. It sounds good, it sounds like unicorns and rainbows, but I just felt like this was the best way to move. Another guy brought in out free agency was Jake Butt. So realistically, looking at everything right now, I'm going to probably invest anywhere from 3 to 4 picks onto my offense, and then obviously one of the high picks being on my left tackle position. And then they do have 2 2nd-round picks, or I would have 2 2nd-round picks. The other second one over the other 1st round, I have 2 1st-round picks, and the other 1st-round pick would definitely be spent on defense. Like I said, subscribe for that video. It's gonna be good. So that would be our offense, and that's what it would look like. And the reason why I brought in Brian Schottenheimer was that I feel like Brian Schottenheimer is going to try to establish the run game. And if I got Chris Carson at the running back position, that's definitely going to be the way to go. I know a lot of people are saying get Trevor Lawrence, but it's not always about starting over at the quarterback position. Sam Darnold isn't completely done. I don't think, like I said, I'm not completely selling all my shares of Sam Darnold stock. I'm still sitting there. I'm still kind of holding firm. He's had some down seasons for sure, but let's try to adjust the things that surround him to really know for sure if he's our guy or not. If he does fall through, all right, so be it. I feel like I still got good pieces in place where I can still go out and get a young quarterback in the following draft, or maybe get a veteran quarterback. If Dak Prescott doesn't re-sign with the Cowboys, that would be definitely a play for sure. So that is what my offense will look like as a New York Jets GM. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you like it? Do you hate it? What are some things you would do? I'm pretty sure I'm probably going to get, crucified by a lot of Jets fans because you guys are definitely passionate. But let me know what you think about this new look Jets offense. Like I said, I reconfigured my offensive line. I'm keeping Sam Darnold as quarterback, bringing Chris Carson, bringing Chris Godwin, and hopefully Denzel Mims can stay healthy. And then I got 2 big body receivers on the outside. Sam Darnold has an ability to push the ball down the field, and then Jamison Crowder being in the slot. Jake Butt being my backup tight end, I feel like Jake Butt still has a lot of good football in him. He just has had some bad luck, if you will. So I really like the way this offense looks, and then definitely going to spend a late round pick on some running back action still. Chris Carson is nice, but I still want to create depth there as well. And then left guard is up in the air. Let me know what you guys think about that as well. So yeah, if you're a Jets fan and you like this, give this video a thumbs up. And if you're not a footballologist, definitely subscribe to the YouTube channel. And let me know what you think in the comment section below about this new Jets offense. Do you feel like it would work? Is Brian Schottenheimer the right head coaching decision? Would you go with Eric Bieniemy? Would you go with Robert Saleh or some of the other head coaching candidates out there? Todd Haley was definitely also. I just put a Todd Haley video out. He was definitely on the consideration for sure. So, but no, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and stay safe, football fans.